Okay, so welcome back, you guys. I know you guys are probably thinking like, where am I? I'm in my beauty room. I'm sitting on the floor. I really want to go ahead and film today, but I just feel like being chill. I don't feel like sitting in front of lights and all that extra stuff. But I know a lot of you guys have been asking me that you want to see my makeup collection, and I never want to do the video just because it's not exactly how I want everything to be regarding my beauty room. It's not how I imagine it, if that makes sense. So I always avoided doing that video, but because today I just want to be real chill and just, you know, show you guys what I have in my makeup collection, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys what I have in my drawers and on my vanity. And it's not like a beauty room tour, it's just like briefly what I have in my makeup collection and all that stuff, because I know some of you guys are curious. And heads up, you guys, I really don't have that much makeup. I know you expect me to have so much makeup, but I really don't, because I'm not a hoarder. Like, if I don't use something, I go ahead and give it to people. So that's just me. But yeah, you guys want to stick around and see what I have in my makeup collection, then go ahead and keep on watching. I don't know why I did this. Okay, you guys, so this is my beauty room. Of course, it's white like everybody out there, but the first thing you see when you walk in is my tripod and my ring light. This is basically where I film. I sit behind this table right here. I got this table at Walmart, and I think this mirror is also from Walmart, so really cheap and affordable. But this ring light I got from Amazon. I'll probably link it down below if I do find where I got it from. And then I also have the tripod, of course. And you guys notice I do film in front of a big window. I love natural lighting, but I always use natural lighting with the ring light because the two together are absolutely perfect. Okay, so moving on to my vanity, this is what it looks like. I always have my laptop and my phone, of course, and these are all my makeup brushes, and they're dirty, so don't judge me, you guys. Please don't judge me. But I also have the Fenty Beauty foundation and lip gloss. Whenever I get something new, I always have to put it on display. It's just a habit of mine, so it's gonna sit here for a pretty long time. And these are all my lip liners, of course, and I always have chapstick on deck. And moving on to the vanity mirror, this is what I always use when I do my makeup. I got this from Costco for $20, you guys. $20, which is pretty cheap. And then moving over to the corner, I do have a candle, of course, and this one smells so good, you guys. I love it. And I also got this little plant from TJ Maxx. So this is what my vanity looks like. It's pretty basic right now, but I do plan on getting one of those big mirrors that everybody has that lights up, but that's gonna be maybe in a few months or so. But yeah, this is my vanity area. Okay, so starting with the first drawer, I do have everything in order of how I do my makeup. So this first container right here is my brow section, and I have a bunch of different stuff in here. So I do have the Anastasia Duo Brow Powder in the shade Chocolate. I also do have the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which I really do love. I also do have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa. The Anastasia Brow Gel, which is, you guys, this will hold your brows for sure. What else do I have in here? Some little bit of Laura Mercier powder. Different brushes that I use, the Anastasia spoolie and also the ankle brush. And what else is in here? I think that's about it. This is mostly what I use, no matter if it's a concealer, powder, whatever it is that I use for my brows, I always put in here. And then moving over to the next section, this is my primer container, and I do have the NYX Angel Veil. I used to use this all the time, you guys, but I really don't like it as much as I used to. But I also do use the Kane & Austin Primer and Protect Mattifying Primer. This is so good, you guys, for holding back your oils. I also do have the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. Really love this one. The Milani Prime and Shield, Benefit Professional back there, and lip gloss, of course, you guys. And then moving over here, I do have a little bit of skincare. I do have my Clinique Moisturizing Gel, which I really love for oily skin. And I also have my e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream. And then a bunch of beauty blenders right here, which are all dirty, of course. And that's about it. So that's what I have in my first drawer. Okay, so moving on to concealer drawers, you guys can tell I do have a lot of concealers, so I do need to go ahead and get another container. But I do have the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Amande. I also do have my Tarte Shape Tape, of course, in the shade Deep. The IT Cosmetics Concealer Bye Bye Under Eye in the shade Deep, of course. Two LA Girl Pro Concealers. This one right here is in the shade Toast, and I also do have this one right here, the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Orange. What else do I have in here? Maybelline Fit Me. I love this so much, you guys. It's like my favorite concealer of all time. It's very creamy, and it does remind me of the NARS concealer. I also do have the Maybelline Master Camo Concealer, the orange corrector. And this right here, you guys, is my favorite. It's so perfect. Like, it's not too orange like the LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's like the perfect undertone. And what else do I have in here? And I also do have my MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear in the shade NW40. But those are most of my concealers, you guys. I love concealer so much. I always buy one when I go out. But yeah, so that's all my concealers for now. And then moving on to my next drawer, this is my foundation drawer, and I did separate it into drugstore and high-end. So this right here is drugstore. I do have my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Coconut. I also do have the Milani Conceal 2-in-1 Perfect. This one right here is in the shade Chestnut. My Black Opal Stick Foundation, Maybelline Fit Me, also in Warm Coconut. I also do have the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Foundation in the shade Chestnut, but I hate this foundation. I hate it so much, actually. This one right here is the Black Opal True Color Pore Perfecting Foundation in the shade All Chocolate. I really do love this foundation, you guys. It's just a little bit red on me. And then this one right here is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin, which I also do love. Alright, so moving on to the high-end section, I do have a little bit of foundation. I do have the Estee Lauder foundation in the shade Rich Cocoa, which is like my summer shade. And for my winter shade, I do use Amber Honey over here. I also do have the Stila Stay All Day foundation in the shade Deep, the Anastasia Stick foundation in Espresso, and I also do have the NARS Sheer Matte foundation in the shade Benares. But this, you guys, is too orange on my skin, so I never wear it. This is all my foundations, you guys. I really don't have that much. I actually don't love a lot of foundations out there, and you guys do know I also have the Riri foundation up there, which I absolutely love. And then moving on to this drawer right here, it's like one of my favorite drawers because it's a bunch of powders, bronzers, contour creams, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to start off in the back. I do have the Tarte x Shayla contour palette, which I do love, you guys, and it smells like chocolate. I also do have the Black Radiance contour palette in the shade Medium to Deep. This, you guys, I used to use all the time, but I absolutely forgot about it just because I have so many bronzers nowadays. I also do have the Anastasia contour cream kit, the KKW contour sticks. You guys already know how I feel about these. I do love the contour stick itself, but not the highlighting stick. And yeah, so moving on to the powders here, I do have a bunch. I have the Laura Mercier translucent powder, the Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder in the shade Dark. I also do have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Deep / Foncé. Clinique, this one is in the shade Stay Brandy. And then this right here is a bronzer, the Shea Moisture Bronzer in the shade Dusk. This right here is a NARS Contour Blush in the shade Gianna. I put this in my favorite video, I'm pretty sure I did. But this is so nice on the skin, you guys. I absolutely love it. And then this right here is a Sacha Buttercup Powder. The NYX Contour Palette in the shade Deep. Everything I have is in Deep. Wow. And also this is the CoverGirl Queen Collection Bronzer in the shade Ebony Bronze. And then also for setting the face, I do have the Maybelline Fit Me Powder. This is my absolute favorite in the shade Mocha. It's my favorite powder right now. And the one that I recently picked up is the Sephora what's this, Micro Smooth Powder in the shade Deep. And this, you guys, I kind of like it, but it's not my favorite at the moment. So that's all my powders and bronzers in this drawer. Alright, so moving on to my setting spray drawer, I do have a few in here. I do have the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray. This one I do love. You guys already know I talked about this in my videos. And I also do have the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, my favorite of all time. The Smashbox Primer Water, the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. This is a very good one for drugstore. And also I do have the Volition Oil Control Setting Spray. So these are all my setting sprays right here. If you guys do have some favorites, please let me know down below so I can go ahead and check them out. Okay, so moving on to the blush drawer. This is like my favorite section also. I do love putting on blush. And I do have a bunch of MAC blushes. This one right here is the MAC Amber and Rose blush. I also have the MAC, this one is in Format. This is so pretty, guys, on the skin. I also do have the MAC Film Noir blush. This is so pigmented, you guys. Like, you have to be really careful when you put it on your face. And I also do have the MAC Raisin blush. And then moving on to the Sleek blush. This right here is in the shade Sahara, and it's such a pretty orange blush. I'm trying to open it up for you guys, but low-key struggling. And this is what the Sahara blush looks like, you guys. It's so pretty and peachy, and it looks so good in the summer. I also do have the NYX Ignite / Passion blush right here. This one is always my go-to. It looks so pretty on the skin. And I also do have the NYX Dusty Rose blush, you guys. This one I do love. I've had it for a few years now, and I still use it every single day. So that's all my blushes, the ones that I use all the time. And I do have these two right here, but I don't use them, so we're not going to talk about them. Alright, so moving on to the highlighter drawer, you guys. I do have quite a few. And honestly, I never used to be a highlighter person, but nowadays I can't seem to help myself. But first one I have for you guys is a Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. This is like everyone's favorite nowadays. So you guys already know about that one. And I do have the Lorac Tantalizer, which is my favorite highlighter in the whole entire world, just because it blends into the skin like butter. I do have the ColourPop highlighter in the shade Avalon, which is so pretty in the summer. And moving on to Wet n Wild, I do have two. I have Precious Petals, of course, and Crown of My Canopy, and these are so pretty on the skin for $5, you guys. That is insane. I do have the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. This one's a Dose of Colors times Desi times Katie in the shade Middermay. I hope I said that right finally, but this is so pretty, you guys. I do think it's worth it, so make sure you get it on the next launch. I also do have the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion 2 highlighter, and I'm gonna open it up for you guys, and this is what it looks like. It's so freaking pretty. Just looking at it, you guys, like, I just want to go ahead and put it on my face. I also do have the Anastasia That Glow kit, and I also do have the Balm Sisters palette, which I really don't like that much, but I got it at TJ Maxx for $10.99, so why not go ahead and buy it. Alright, so moving on to the next drawer. This is like my eye drawer, and I do have a bunch of different stuff in here. So starting with the first section here, I do have a bunch of different stuff. I do have the Artisan In eyeliner, which I recently got and I really do love. I have the Lash Paradise mascara, which is like everyone's favorite, of course. Primer from Wet n Wild, Urban Decay primer. This one here is my favorite in the shade Caffeine. This is from e.l.f. What else do I have in here? Just a bunch of random stuff, you guys. It really doesn't make sense. I also do have the NYX liquid eyeliner, some brow gel, which is not supposed to be there, and another primer from NYX. So, and then also I do have the NYX liquid crystal eyeliner, which is also my favorite. So just like a whole bunch of different stuff in here, you guys. Just stuff that I use on my eyes. And then moving on to the middle section, this is like my eyeshadow section. This is a ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade Nilnier, and this is so pretty on the eyes, you guys. I am obsessed with it. Another ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade Taupe. This one here in the shade Bandit, and also this one here in the shade Sequin. And I have some Milani eyeshadows right here. This green, you guys, is so pretty. This one right here is from Jordana in this orange shade, you guys. On the eyes, I can't. It's so freaking pretty. I do have the e.l.f. cream eyeliner in the shade, what shade? I think it's Coffee, but you guys, this on the eyes is so pretty. I know people don't use brown eyeliner nowadays, but this on the eyes is absolutely gorgeous. And I also do have the Maybelline, what's this one? Gel eyeliner in the shade Black is Black. So that's that middle section. And over here is my, okay, it's kind of sad. This is my eyelash section. Honestly, you guys, I don't have that much eyelashes. I don't know why. I'm just not obsessed with eyelashes, but I'm getting there. So yeah, there's nothing really special in here that I want to talk about. The only one that you guys know I use all the time is my Queen Bees from Coco Lashes. But yeah, this section is a little bit sad. And also here I do have some glitters, and this is the first PR package I got, I think a year or two ago, from Raven Cosmetics. So I always keep this in here because it reminds me of just like the good old times when I was just doing makeup and beginning. Like, it was just, I don't know, I was just so happy when I first got this. So I was gonna remember this as my first PR package. So I really do appreciate that. And this is all my eye stuff that I have in this drawer. Alright, so moving on to the next section, I do have a bunch of lipsticks in here from Kylie, Too Faced, Dose of Colors, and a bunch of these are also from ColourPop. Also, I forgot to mention, you guys, these are my other lipsticks I do have on top of my vanity, and these are like all my nude lipsticks. I do have some Color Rain in here, Sephora, Maybelline, Anastasia, Wet n Wild, also Maybelline back there, NYX, of course, just a bunch of different ones in there. And the bottom one is like my colored section, like my dark vampy colors. I do have Milani in here, Kat Von D also here, NYX, Colored Rain, and Ulta also. So this is a section up here that I keep on top of my vanity. Alright, so moving on to the last drawer. This is my eyeshadow palette drawer, and I do have quite a bit in here. The first one I do want to talk about is my singles eyeshadow palette, and this is the one I have right here. It's a bunch of Makeup Geek eyeshadows, Colored Rain, and also Coastal Scents, and these are all matte eyeshadows, and I use them every single day. You guys can tell like it's very abused and loved, but this is my favorite palette out of everyone I do have. I also do have the Lorac Pro palette, which is also abused. You guys look at it, like it's completely abused, but I do love it also. I do have the e.l.f. Jackie Aina palette, some more singles over here, also Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, the Anastasia eyeshadow palette in the shade, the palette Self Made. This one right here I do love. I always forget to use it, you guys, but it's so pretty. I also do have the Dose of Colors times Katie times Desi eyeshadow palette, which is so nice, you guys. If you haven't picked this up, go ahead and pick it up. What else do I have in here? I do have the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. This is so pretty, you guys. This is what it looks like. It has so many pretty colors, you guys. That red right there, gorgeous. I have it on my eyes today. I really don't enjoy the pressed glitters or whatever you want to call them. These two right here I really don't enjoy, but everything else is really nice in the palette. I also do have the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is my favorite, you guys. I use it every single day. Like, I cannot help at this point, but it's so pretty. Has every single color in the world I would use. I just love this palette. When I first bought it, I didn't think I would like it at all, but now it's the only palette I use. I also do have the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place. This one right here is a neutrals palette. Some more Wet n Wild palettes back here, and I also do have the Balm, what's this one, Meat Matrimony palette, which is so pretty, you guys, and it has these shades in here. So this is my eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I'm back, and that's everything I do have for you guys. Honestly, you guys, I had so much fun filming this. It kind of reminded me of like vlogging and just being like casual and chill. I really did enjoy this. So if you guys want to see more of this on my channel, please let me know down below. But don't forget to like and subscribe, you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.